Andrew Scheer won't grant interviews to the Rebel under current editorial direction. Conservative leader Andrew Scheer won't grant further interviews to Rebel Media if the outlet's editorial direction remains as it is, he said at an event for supporters in British Columbia on Wednesday evening. The website, founded by conservative activist Ezra Levant, has come under fire since last weekend's rally of white nationalists in Charlottesville, VA, culminated in violence and an attack on counter-demonstrators that left one woman dead and several others injured. Faith Goldie, a correspondent for the Rebel, was in Charlottesville covering the rally and counter-protests. Like all Canadians, I viewed the events of last weekend with a great deal of disgust at the types of vile comments that were being made by hate groups, Scheer said. And I think there is a fine line between reporting the facts and giving some of those groups a platform or any kind of legitimacy. I've got a positive vision, and I want to get that positive vision out in a positive way and talk to people in a way that talks about issues and brings people together. So as long as the editorial direction of that particular institution remains as it is, I won't be granting those types of interviews. Scheer spoke with the Rebel and its contributors on several occasions during his Conservative leadership campaign and gave an interview to the Rebel's Brian Lilley after he won the leadership in May. Lilley publicly broke with the Rebel this week. 3 contributors to the Rebel have resigned in recent days, and Conservative MP Michael Chong released a statement saying he would not grant interviews to the outlet. After the violence in Charlottesville, Levant released a statement disavowing the alt-right. "We are not alt-right," he wrote. "That term now effectively means racism, antisemitism and tolerance of neo-Nazism." Hamish Marshall, who managed Scheer's leadership campaign and is now managing Brian Jean's campaign for the UCP leadership in Alberta, is currently listed as part of the Rebel's board of directors, but Levant told the Canadian press Marshall is no longer on the board. To encourage thoughtful and respectful conversations, first and last names will appear with each submission to CBC/Radio Canada's online communities, except in children and youth-oriented communities. Pseudonyms will no longer be permitted. By submitting a comment, you accept that CBC has the right to reproduce and publish that comment in whole or in part, in any manner CBC chooses. Please note that CBC does not endorse the opinions expressed in comments. Comments on this story are moderated according to our submission guidelines. Comments are welcome while open. We reserve the right to close comments at any time.